Hey you guys, how you doing? My name is Henry PJ. You know they say that imitation is the sincerest form of flattery. Well, you guys requested it and I am delivering it. There's a showdown between the Dash Series Digital Blender against the legendary Vitamix. You guys may have seen the Dash Blender at your local membership store, but nothing grasps the authenticity of a product like using it right in your own kitchen. So let's take a look at the Dash Blender and see how well it stacks up against the Vitamix. So if you guys are ready, so am I. Let's get started. One of the most important factors of a great blender, you guys, is the blending container. It's important that the design is very efficient at channeling food towards the blades. The blades also have to be cut a certain way to process food properly. Here is the Dash Blender's blending container. They call it a jug. It's BPA free and holds 64 ounces of liquid, which I like. It has 6 stainless steel blades, metal gears, and a metal retainer nut to hold the blades in place. It also has an easy to grip rubber handle, a vented gripper lid made of rubber that fits tightly in place, and a removable lid that doubles as a measuring cup. Here is the Vitamix 64-ounce blending container. It's also BPA free and allows liquid to be filled to the entire 64 ounces, which I like. It has 4 stainless steel blades, metal gears, and a coated metal retainer nut for easy cleaning. It also has an easy to grip rubber handle, a vented gripper lid that fits firmly in place, which is also secured by 2 latches. It has a removable lid which also doubles as a measuring cup. You guys, I'm either experiencing deja vu or I'm seeing double. The Dash jug looks exactly like the Vitamix container. In fact, the only difference in construction is the rim which holds the gripper lid. From my understanding, Vitamix and the company that makes the Dash are not affiliated with each other. It's interesting that the Dash is using the same design container that Vitamix has had a patent on for over 20 years. In case you guys were wondering if each jar fits the other's machines, yes they do. So here is the Dash Chef Series Digital Blender Base. It's created by a company called Storebound. It's a very nice looking machine that is sure to add a touch of style to most kitchens. It's relatively easy to clean using a damp cloth. It's powered by a 2.25 peak horsepower motor at 1400 watts. And the drive socket that connects to the blending container has metal gears, which is a feature I really like. Underneath the Dash Blender base hides the built-in cord wrap, which is very convenient. And the Dash includes a tamper for processing thick ingredients. The Dash has a very bright, easy-to-read screen. It has 6 pre-programmed settings for frozen, crush, smoothie, soup, puree, and rinse. There's also a switch for manual operation along with a pulse feature, and your start and stopper at the bottom. And in the middle, there's a display for the time of blend and the speed with adjustments for each. So here are my issues with the Dash Blender base. It's extremely big and much taller and larger than the Vitamix, which might make it difficult to fit under most cabinets. My cabinets are over 21 inches high, you guys, and I still can't fit the Dash underneath them. The user display is bright and clear, but it's very cluttered and may appear to be intimidating to many people. My biggest gripe about this is the dial. It's extremely stiff to turn and operation isn't as smooth, as you can see here. This is definitely not the machine, you guys, for people who may have dexterity issues. I was also disappointed that the on and off switch works in conjunction with the blending jug, requiring the user to remove the jug in order for the display to completely turn off. With the jug in place, the start and stop button continually flashes. The only way to sit the dash on your counter with the jug in place without being burdened by the flashing light is to unplug it from the wall until the next time you're ready to use it. Here is the Vitamix Professional Series 500. There is also the Vitamix 6300, which is the same machine for less money. It has a 2.0 peak horsepower motor at 1380 watts. It's very easy to clean with just a damp cloth. The drive socket that connects to the blending container has metal gears, which of course is one of my favorite features, you guys. It has 3 pre-programmed settings for smoothies, frozen desserts, and hot soups. It also has a true variable speed control knob for precise blending, which is very effective as opposed to using digital controls. The start and stop button is a simple toggle switch, as well as the pulse feature. At the bottom, you have a dedicated on and off switch with an LED indicator light. Underneath the Vitamix, there is a dedicated cord wrap. The Vitamix also includes a tamper for processing thick ingredients. This machine is simple and straightforward, and this is just one of the reasons the Vitamix is preferred by top chefs in restaurants. Both the Vitamix and the Dash have lids that are equally as secure, especially when making hot soup, withstanding the pressure. But I had trouble removing the lid off the Dash. The Vitamix lid is secured by latches on each side. It's easy to lift one and the lid comes right off. A food processing product is only as good as the ingredients you put in it to create the proper recipe, right you guys? Well, here's the Create Recipe book that comes with the Vitamix 500. It's a hardcover book filled with hundreds of recipes containing large color photos, and recipes are broken down into categories, which makes them easy to find. For the price that the Dash company is asking for their blender, I expected to get a recipe book at least as good as the Vitamix book. I didn't. Instead, they provide an instruction manual that contained only 3 recipes with 6 more listed on the box. I contacted Dash and they offered to email me their complete recipe book on PDF. That sounded great until I opened the PDF. It was actually just a better instruction manual with only 11 recipes, with some of them that were already listed on the box. Yay! Finally a food test! One of the biggest challenges to a blender is the ability to break down kale into a liquid consistency. Here, I am putting in 2 cups of kale packed into the Dash and 4 cups of water. Blending time will be 40 seconds. Here, I am putting in 2 cups of kale packed into the Vitamix and 4 cups of water. Blending time will also be 40 seconds. This is the Vitamix, and this is the Dash. Here I'm performing the white plate test. I'm pouring the kale juice from each pitcher onto these plates. The way this test works is I'm going to pour the liquid off from each plate. This is the surefire way to see if your machine can stand the test of kale, you guys. I'm picking up each plate and rolling the liquid around to make sure any pulp left over sticks to the bottom of the plate. Then I pour the liquid back off into the containers. And by the way, you guys, kale is a perfect cruciferous vegetable for detoxing. I drink this every single day. On the left is the Dash's plate, and on the right is the Vitamix plate. As you can see, there is plenty of pulp from the kale left on the Dash's plate, and the Vitamix plate is almost pulp-free. Will it blend? Oh, actually, that's another machine. Another way to tell how powerful your machine is by blending fruits with seeds, such as blackberries. Here I'm putting in 1 cup of blackberries and 1 cup of water, and blending time will be 40 seconds. This will be the same test for the Dash. I'm putting in 1 cup of blackberries and 1 cup of water, and blending time again will be 40 seconds. This is the Dash, And this is the Vitamix. Now this is called the white plate spread test. Here I am pouring the blackberry puree onto the plates. You guys, that stuff looks pretty good. I can't wait until this demo is over so I can try it, okay? Now I'm going to take a spoon and spread the puree to reveal any seeds that were left over or didn't break down well. You know, it's easy for most blenders to blend simple fruits like apples and bananas, but blackberries will show your blender who's boss. On the left is the Vitamix plate. On the right is the Dashes plate. The Dashes plate has lots of seeds left. On the Vitamix plate, the seeds are barely visible. It looks like the blackberries showed the Dash who's boss. One blending feature about the Dash I found to be frustrating. When making a frozen dessert, it constantly starts and stops, which slow down the process. And that's my result after 1 minute of blending in the Dash. It looks like the Dash company is not grasping the proper way to make a frozen dessert. On the flip side, the Vitamix keeps a constant flow on the frozen dessert setting, and it's easy to make a quick sorbet. And that's the results from my sorbet after just 45 seconds in the Vitamix. The Vitamix Professional Series 500 retails for $599 at most places and is currently available for $349 in certified reconditioned packages directly from Vitamix. Vitamix offers a 5 or 7 year warranty depending on the machine, and they cover everything from the motor base to the blending container to the blades, including prepaid shipping back and forth. This gives me as a consumer confidence, you guys. The Dash Digital Blender retails for $399. This price is listed on the StoreBound website. Upon checking around the web, I found multiple prices on a huge sliding scale. One place offered it for $320, while a membership club offered it for $199. And even on Amazon, I found it for $150, and they were not open box. I contacted StoreBound about the pricing. They mentioned that it's possible that the third-party resellers were closing out the Dash blender, which is why the prices were dropped so low. The warranty is a whole different beast. StoreBound originally advertised the Dash to have a 1-year warranty. The warranty in the box now says 7 years on the induction motor and only 1 year on everything else. However, their website has now been updated to show the Dash with a lifetime warranty on the induction motor. Now what's going on here, you guys? I contacted StoreBound and they said to disregard the warranty in the box, and now I can enjoy a lifetime warranty on the induction motor. Now, the 1-year warranty is still in place for the blending jug and the blades, which unfortunately will get the most wear and tear. My take on this whole thing, you guys, is when the warranty and pricing on a company's product starts to roller coaster, I begin to wonder about the stability of the company. Is the Dash Digital Blender a true Vitamix competitor? Not even close, at least in my opinion. From my test, the Dash couldn't pulverize the ingredients nearly as well as the Vitamix, and on paper, the Dash is supposed to be more powerful. You guys, you have to believe that you truly get what you pay for. Okay, you guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me, and I hope the video helped you. And if you like this video, please press the like button, and please subscribe for future video updates. And if you want to purchase a Vitamix through me and save money and get some special perks, contact me for those details. And please remember to visit me at www.blendingwithhenry.com. And I will see you all next time.